So tight.
Evita di lamentarti così tanto e fai qualcosa.
ولكن يكفي أن أكون مرئيا لنفسي.
Your film must be shot in one continuous take. You can only use one camera, so you can't cut between different takes or angles, etc. It must run for 1 to 2.5 minutes, not 1 second longer or shorter. You can't just put a camera on a tripod and perform in front of it. Now is the winter of our discontent. There needs to be camera movement. You could use a phone or a GoPro and do the same thing, but maybe you want to do something more interesting than a selfie video. There can only be one person on screen. No extras, no silent bodies.
Why did you even ask me to come then?
And no off-screen voices. Shut up. That said, you can have someone help out from off-screen so long as you can't see or hear them. You can do post-production on your film. You could add in effects or graphics as long as it's still one continuous take and you can't edit in any other video footage. Now, you could use any content at all that you want as long as you have the writer's permission if you didn't write it yourself. But you can't talk about coronavirus. Finally, you can have a credit roll that goes for a maximum of 5 seconds, or you could just have the credits integrated into the film itself.
How many next times can there be, Mr. Johnny Walters? Whose hopes, dreams, and ticket out of here you burning tonight? 4 shows, you said. By the 4th they'd come knocking. I heard you, mister. Bigger things, brighter lights. We'll fill the auditorium, kitten. Instead, we're lucky if we fill the front 2 rows of this place. And rumor has it they're here to see Ted, the piano guy, play. What'd you promise Ted, Johnny? Bobbed haircuts, short skirts, cigarettes? 'Cause he sure don't seem to me like the French perfume and pajamas kind of guy. Those words you dangle in front of every chorus girl that walks through your door. Well, I ain't like those others, mister. This stopover's short term, and I'm going my own way. When the mist settles, London, Paris, New York. Bookings. Might even get me a stint on one of them cruise liners. Angela Reynolds did so, and look at her now. Got her own role in a matinee. My poppy reckons she's got 2 left feet and don't dance too well. So what makes her so special? How come her name's in bright lights and not mine? To the end of the month, Johnny, that's all I'm giving you. Not a single second more. You hear me, mister?
do it, I'm gonna miss out. What if they're the one? What if this was my only chance and I just blew it? I want to be here with them right now. Because in all the possibilities of space and time, we could be here together. I can't waste that. How can I waste that? Maybe my mum's right. Am I wasting everyone's time? But my time is limited, and it's mine, right? I should be able to do whatever I want with it. Time isn't the main thing, it's the only thing. I have to pursue this. It would be stupid not to. But I can't keep wasting my mum's time. It doesn't have to happen tonight. I still have time. And if it's worth it, it'll still be possible tomorrow, or the next day, or the day after. I guess time is both the healer and the killer. Alright, Callum, stop talking yourself now.
Liar. Where I'm gonna go? I don't have a home anymore. Where do I go now? Where? You are a liar, a liar. I will get over it. It's gonna be fine. I'm a strong woman. And I will get over it. Yeah, it's time to stop crying and being nice. And with put on your favorite lipstick and go outside and play. Put on your favorite lipstick and go outside and play. Go outside and play. You liar. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you who's a bad girl. I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna do it. I'm leaving home.
Oh, hi. I'm a washing machine. I wash clothes almost every day. I don't know how my owner can have so many clothes. Well, I'll tell you about my life. She comes to me. She opened my mouth like this. And then she put the laundry detergent inside the clothes inside of me, and then she closed her mouth like that. Well, but the best part of this, I'm sure about it, is to see how the night goes by, how the light comes to me in the morning, and the birds singing loud, so loud and beautiful. But I will tell you something. Sometimes the dog turns around me and he pees on me. But I don't really like it. I don't like it. But well, I think I have the best owner because I know she loves me. I know she's very She has the patience of a priest. I know she's very kind. But did you know that? Do you know something? She almost every day smokes and have a cup of coffee, and she cries over me. And did you know that I can hear and I can see? I cannot use makeup because I'm a washing machine. I'm all in white. But I can see when she's sad. And did you know that she's a very good person? She's so beautiful. She's so beautiful and nice. And I love her. And someday I will give her comfort and peace. I know that. It's not so bad to be a washing machine. Think about that.
I suppose you're here for another sob story. The recurring dramas with the same didactic storyline running for hundreds of episodes. You can never go wrong with the classics, can you? There's a whole rebellious teenager who takes his parents for granted kid. Or maybe they're in the mood for some government-funded crime-busting action bestowing you cops arresting filthy criminals. Or a rich family where the whole melodrama is about being rich and having petty affairs in a condo most of you in our target demographic do not relate to. Do you really want to watch something created by a writing room filled with upper middle class men masturbationally come up with the most sanitized approximation of what a real Singaporean looks like? Are you not sick of the shallow representation of us? No? I've always wondered how types like you don't get bored. Was your spirits crushed ever since you joined the education system and was forced to write essays after essays on trivialities? Was your spirits crushed ever since you had to give up your dreams in the arts, so now you have to find work in something you do not love nor desire for the sake of capital? Was your spirits crushed ever since you got chided for stepping out of line, so now you get mad when you look at modern art and because you think, I could have done that? Look, I'm not saying I'm any better than you. We're all part of this system we can't seem to fight against. It was rigged from the start. I'm sick of propping up mediocrity as the golden standard. I'm sick of the hollow cultural identity of saying la, law, meh. We're more than our superficialities. We're the people who let faggots and trannies slit their wrists. We're the people who don't see racism and xenophobia running rampant in our society. We're the people who care for nothing.
Do you think you can talk to me like that because of the way I look? Or because I'm a woman? Because either way you can get fucked. Do you know how uncomfortable you make me feel? I have a hard enough time being touched by someone I like, let alone someone like you. Fuck. Just so you know, we are never, and I mean ever, gonna end up together. And if that costs me my job, my livelihood, my place here, then whoop-de-fucking-woo. I know what you're thinking, and I know what you want to do. So do me a favor and stop touching me.
My brothers, we have been out hunting together many years. Yet this time, it is not the boar that we hunt, nor is it the bear or stag. This time, we hunt a pack of 5 insolent wretches who only just a while ago were walking here amongst us, disguised themselves as friends, only to eat from our own food and feast on our women. That's not all. They have expressed their gratitude by killing my son, my only son. Yet on this day, we shall prove to all the kingdom that we were never afraid to fight, and that all we ever needed was a greater cause to fight for. And what greater cause can there be than to avenge the death of one's own son? We shall prove to all who dare to challenge us that we will not and never will tolerate defiance. Yes, my brothers, this time we hunt the traitors. This time we hunt with vengeance! Vengeance!
As is often the case when one enters, it starts with the little things. That go on to become habits. And a way of life. And though you try to escape, though you try to break the cycle, you find yourself nowhere else but where you began. Until there is forgiveness.
Hello, Bill. Hello, Bill. Yes, can you hear me? Yeah, good. Not bad, not bad. Yes. Yeah. I got your email about the Julian Assange press release you want done. Yes. Or what do I think? You really, you really want to know what I think? Well, it's very hard to swallow, Bill. Well, firstly, he's a sexual deviant having access to multiple women, yeah? And now he's a hacker, meddling in election results, he's working with the Russians, he's exposing dirty secrets, he's embarrassing the elites. I mean, how much more of a star do you want to make this guy, huh? You've turned him into a martyr for the thinking classes, whom you are afraid of, yeah? Well, where is the balance, yeah? You expect total transparency from the masses, but you hide your dirty laundry showing your vulnerability. Well, it's too late. Yeah. The emperor has no clothes. Yeah? The genie is well and truly out of the fucking bottle, man. The secret is out. I mean, you saw the video. We are all Assange. You can take away the person, but the idea continues. I mean, let's get this straight, yeah? I mean, you are openly protecting Khashoggi's criminal killer and trying to put the exposer of war crimes in Guantanamo Bay, right? Well, how the fuck do I spin this shit? There is no valid reason to torture him, put him in solitary confinement and risk suicide when he could be under house arrest with his kids. Yeah, and wait for the courts. Yeah, sure. Collateral damage. Yeah, that's right, you gotta break a few eggs to make an omelette. I get it, I heard it all before. Yeah. Well, you do notice a different tone in my voice today, don't you, Bill? Yes, I have been thinking. You know what, I'm sick of this shit. I've had enough, I don't want to deal with this crap anymore, mate. You know, I've got a son. You know, what's he going to say to me? Dad, what were you thinking? You know, I hope you guys know what you were doing, but I fucking doubt it. I'm out of here. You have a good life. Fuck you, Bill.
This is my tangent, and I'd like to apologize for any incoherence that may occur. What you witness here today is a meta-commentary of sorts, where I discuss absolutely nothing at all. It's the kind of pretentious, pseudo-intellectual bullshit you'd come to expect from an almost black and white film, here to remind you that nothing is ever as it seems, but also at the same time, exactly as it seems. Scared? Confused? I know I am. Now some may find it poetic, yet those other few, the self-aware, if you will insist upon its lack of depth or substance, claiming that such an inherent duality, a humbleness so reprehensibly arrogant, and a cynicism so ironically naive, is derivative and positively paradoxical. But isn't existence, isn't life in all its myriad of beauty and decrepitude underpinned by that unanswerable question if we're real or not? Suppose such a non-issue doesn't concern you though. You're up to date with current events. You understand what Brexit is. Good for you! And you hope for peace in the Middle East. In fact, you hope for peace everywhere. And let me tell you this. Global peace is a pipe dream, an unrealistic expectation that we can all live together. And if you believe otherwise, then you're just gonna die. You're gonna die! And no, not in your sleep peacefully of old age, no. And certainly not on the toilet like Elvis, no. You will die on your fucking knees. The same way you lived. But it's okay down here. The ground is nice and cool on this warm autumn evening. And you can do some yoga. Or what sexist white men used to call a Sheila push-up. You can even write your not-so-inner monologue here and meander pointlessly until finally the tangent gracefully declines and all those ghostly galleons lost at sea finally return home.
Social services are claiming again that I'm mistreating Lily. Literally, I happened to order a pizza on the night they visited, so they're saying that I only feed her junk food, which is just stupid. And I'm aware that there's no bed in her room. It was broken, so I sold it. As soon as I can afford it, I'll buy her a new one. I told them that she's sleeping in my bed, and they said that's not good enough. Nothing's good enough. I passed the drugs tests. I did everything they asked me to do, but they're still saying that my parenting is a problem. And if they give her to Darren, I don't know what I'll do. I really don't.
You know what, Ty? Let me tell you something. Being a bassist ain't all it's cracked up to be, okay? At first, you say to yourself, yeah, I'm gonna get to be a rock star. And then you start playing the same fucking bass line over and over and over again, to the point where you feel like you're better off hanging yourself than having to get up off that stage, right? Each night, while pretending that you give a shit. See, I'll tell you, over all these years that I've been playing with you, all these fucking fans that I've had, they've never been there for me, not a single one of them. I mean, but if I died tomorrow, well, I'd suddenly be everyone's favorite, right? I mean, think about it. Just think about it. Cliff Burton, Metallica's bassist. Nobody gave two shits about him. Until one day, all of a sudden, he dies in a bus crash, and then he's a fucking martyr. Guys like Nicky Sixx, I mean, he's a cool guy. He's a class act. I'm not. See, people think they notice the bassist, but they don't. They really don't. If I died tomorrow, they'd replace me a week later with some other guy, random, like I'd never even existed. And that hurts. No one would remember me. No one. Not even you.
Warum bist du gegangen? Warst dir hier nicht gut genug? Ich habe doch alles für dich getan. Der Alkohol, die Schläge, das tat weh. Und trotzdem konnte ich nicht anders. Jeden Tag dein Gesicht zu sehen, macht es nicht einfacher. Es verschlimmerte sogar meine Abscheu gegen dich. Und trotzdem habe ich dir alles ermöglicht. Dir die Welt zu Füßen gelegt. Du undankbares Ding. Habe ich dir nicht immer wieder gesagt, du solltest dich nicht einmischen? Das wäre für uns alle besser gewesen. Dann hätte ich dich auch nicht bestrafen müssen, aber so! Du musst doch verstehen, ich habe ihn geliebt. Da musste ich doch zu ihm halten. Erst nachdem du gegangen warst, habe ich nach und nach begriffen, was ich dir angetan habe.
Tut mir leid. Ich wusste es nicht besser.
Things might seem to fade, but they have the power to reignite for eternity. Of course he didn't call back. You know what? I'm tired of your beautiful words and promises and what ifs. No more. Okay, let's do this. Two minutes. At least you didn't fuck me all the way through, you coward. Hello? Yes, please. I would like to make an appointment. I have a urinary infection of which I don't seem to get rid of. As soon as possible. Thank you.
The script doesn't matter. The bloody script doesn't matter. I can say anything I want. Any damn thing. And it matters not one jot if it makes sense or not. So long as I'm able to show great range and depth in my vocal ability and facial expressions and mannerisms. Language doesn't matter too. Saya boleh cakap dalam bahasa Malaysia atau bahasa Indonesia. Nihongo mo dekimasu. ¿Puedo hablar en español? Hango go the hell? Yo forse anche italiano! I make sure I look over there, then stare straight down the middle, and then wistfully to the right, and pretend I am blowing away my fears, but say it in a whisper. Whispers are good in monologues. Have I paused long enough? Pause is always good. The script doesn't matter. This is a monologue. But don't lay it on too thick and don't overact. The only thing that matters is your delivery. How silky smooth is that vehicle that is your voice? Are you able to charm? Are you able to seduce the audience, to make them hang on your every word and every movement of your hand, and every time you stare into the depths of their soul? Do something dramatic like this! then look straight ahead with a look of utter disgust. If you can cry at the drop of a dime, cry! I bloody can't, but I can pretend to be laughing at something funny, even though there's nothing bloody funny to laugh at. Oh, no. This is shit. The script is everything.
I've let you down in the past. It just wasn't good enough. I could have done better, and you know it. If only I trained harder like all of the others. This time, I won't let you down, I swear it. I'll put on my blinders and focus on the goal. I'll be fitter, stronger. I'll stand the test of time. I'll be fearless and dedicated to winning for you and I. I still see all those snickering faces and the laughs that were justified. This time we'll be the ones laughing when we cross the finish line first. But first, I must run to ready my mind and steady my bones. This time is my time. This time is my time. And this victory is ours. I swear to you, from this day forth, I won't let you down. When it comes to running the course, to treading grass, to running fast, I will be ready. We will not come last. We will stay on track, and of course, I will not falter, not this horse.
Send a voice message to Matt. Hey Matt, how are you? I'm so sorry, but I will have to decline your invitation. I can't go with you to the party. And I know I don't have to explain myself, but anyway, I can't go with you because I like you. Okay? I like you, and I like you so much that I know I won't be able to look into your eyes more than once throughout the whole evening. Because I know that that single time will be more than enough to make me feel like fainting. And if you add your perfect smile to the equation, well, that is a very dangerous feeling, you know? I've been there before, and as you may have noticed, it didn't work out. And it broke me. Well, actually, it did not. I was fine after a week, but it was like a week in hell. And everything because he decided to cheat on me. How can I be sure you won't? Well, to be fair, I cheated on him first, but he never found out. And his was way worse. He doesn't know, but I saw him. I saw him with her. Delete a message. Here we go again. Send a voicemail to Matt. Hey Matt, how are you? Of course I'll see you there. I can't wait.
voicemail? Are you kidding me? Yeah, Dad, can you pick up your phone next time, please? I just wanted to tell you that the party didn't go so well. Nobody came. It's just me here. Can I ask you a question? Do people like me? Because I'm starting to think they don't, you know. At school, you know, I'm friends with them, but, you know, they walk past me in the hallways and they say hi and bye, but they don't sit with me at lunch. And is it my hair? Or my clothes? Or maybe do I smell? I think I smell. Well, anyways, you know, people say it will get better, but I don't really see it getting better. You know, I'm 15 and I've never had a best friend. Am I gonna die alone? It's okay. Look, just, can you make sure that you call me back, please? I love you. Me and Mum are gonna go pack up now. You know, I never even wanted to have this stupid party anyways. Because I was actually scared that something like this was gonna happen. I should have never done it.
Down. This is just a bewildering nightmare. No malignant behemoths are veiled in the corners. No ominous phantoms are hungry for your quivers. It's just your mind playing tricks. From this delirium you shall wake up soon. Creatures of the night won't make you swoon. Calm down. This is just a bewitching dream. Return to the serene quiescence of slumber. Leave behind those fears, sinister and somber. Let the light guide you back to safety. Innocent until proven guilty. That's what they always say.
Yet I feel like now you're treating me as if I'm guilty until proven innocent. And for what? Just because I have a little blood on my hands, literally, doesn't mean I have blood on my hands figuratively. I already told you I get horrible nosebleeds. And when I saw the dead body, my anxiety triggered a nosebleed so bad that I bled all over myself and the victim. I wish I could have moved away, but when you're bleeding that much, the world begins to spin. You can't control yourself, and you just gotta surrender to the will of the universe. Like my good friend Einstein's theory of gravitational force. It proved true in that moment when I fell onto the victim. Now I know what it looks like. Yes, I was holding a knife. Yes, that knife did get lodged into their throat when I fell onto them, but that was just to cut the apple that I brought for lunch. I mean, the cafeteria is terrible. You can't get a decent fruit salad to save your life. And on the days that they do serve vegetables, it's usually whatever's been growing between the lunch lady's toes. And usually she uses it as like a garnish in those little casseroles that they leave until they eat them. Like 4 days. Can't a man just get his daily dose of vitamins without getting arrested? I mean, come on. My only crime on that fated day was not falling knife first onto the lunch lady, who pronounces the L in salmon. And that's all I'll say. Until my lawyers get here. Wouldn't want to give you any false evidence. And like I said to the 14-year-old boy who reported the incident, I'm the victim here. The victim of circumstance.
Hello, everybody. I hope you just enjoyed the World Monologue Film Festival Semi-Finals. My name is Pete Malicki, and I am the founder of World Monologue Film Festival. I just want to say a few things before we close off for the evening, or morning or afternoon, depending where you are. First of all, if you want to ask any questions about the event, feel free to do it in the chat. Do it now because there's a bit of a delay. I have a couple of minutes to talk through a few things, so I might be able to get to it live. So World Monologue Film Festival was created for lockdown conditions because the pandemic has obviously been pretty terrible for the world, but it's been particularly bad for people in the creative industries who've lost their livelihood with film production and live production basically shutting down around the world. So I wanted to set something up that created the conditions for people with small teams or just individuals to be able to make something and get a platform, get an audience. So that's the genesis of this event. A few other things that I think you should know. We allow audiences to vote, our viewers to vote for their 2 favourite films. The voting will be open in just a couple of minutes. I've got a link in the description of the video ready to publish. I'm going to just press the save button in a minute. And you have 7 days to vote for your 2 favourite films. So we will have a People's Choice Award, and we'll announce that after voting closes in about 7 days. I'll announce that via our mailing list. Tomorrow we have our finals. If you're in Sydney, you might have caught them at Dendy Newtown, but we are live streaming them globally tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Sydney time or Australian Eastern Standard Time. So there's a link in the video description for the event and for all of the other things that I'm talking about. There's loads of links. We're also announcing the winners, the award winners, after the finals tomorrow night. So if you'd like to see There's about 10 or 11 or 12 awards, and they're all going to be announced tomorrow after the show, other than the People's Choice, because we won't know until a week has passed. What else do I need to say? It's $500 price for Best Film. That's pretty cool. If you enjoyed the show and you think this is something that you could do, we would love to have you involved. You can already register for our 2022 season if you jump onto monologues.com.au/WMFF for World Monologue Film Festival. We also have the World Monologue Games. You see, if you were here from the start of the broadcast, you would have seen the little ad that I have thrown together. So World Monologue Games is the sister event to this film festival. It's a global acting competition where actors submit their performances, judges rate it, and then the best performances go through to live stream events, performing for their country, for their region, and all the way up to the global finals, the best in the world. We have $5,000 of cash prizes for the winners, which is pretty awesome. And even better, it's free entry. So if you are an actor, you have no excuses. Please get involved. If you jump on and register now, you've got a couple of months before your submission is due. There's also an early bird deadline, the 24th of May. So if you send us your World Monologue Games entry by the 24th of May and get 200 views or more on YouTube, then we'll give you a second free entry. So get onto that. Just having a look at the chat, I don't see any questions for me, so I am going to publish the voting form. That is just doing that now. So if you are watching live, you just need to refresh your screen and you'll see, if you scroll down in the video description, the voting form is there. Hopefully it's to the right event. I have made a mistake before. But if you're watching this later, then you just need to jump into the video straight away. You don't have to wait for me to publish anything, obviously. Now, I'm starting to waffle, so that's definitely time for me to say goodnight. It's been lovely to have you here, and I hope to see you tomorrow at the World Monologue Film Festival Finals. Good night, see you soon.